yeah, so here we go. Yeah, that was really sick. It was really cool. It was like our first time having like a actual rap group and like coming in here. So it was really great to watch and like yeah, super impressed with everyone's performance. So yeah, I definitely want to know. Yeah, that was yeah, so amazing. Also the lyrics like so good. Yeah, it was really dynamic. There's a lot.
Much
Yeah.
appreciated.
Yeah, so you all write your own like music and like is it all yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. I guess if you want to talk about like your process, like yes, like being individual artists and then like being a group, that'd be really cool just to see all y'all collab and stuff and work together. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Henny Holyfield. Um, I mean, I think we all just, work to thrive as solo artists, but it's definitely helpful that we have each other to support, to motivate, and to collaborate. And I think that we make a solid team. Definitely.
Yeah, man. If I was just by myself, I'd just be fucking sitting by myself, Having someone else that does what you do and pushes you, keeps you motivated. So it's definitely sick to have a team that you could bounce stuff off of, and like I could show someone a track and like I'm not sure about it, and sometimes it's good, but sometimes you need someone to be like, that's not the one, And then you need people like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the beautiful thing about having be on a record label like Skylit is, eventually you all become family, just from the day to day, you know, issues that we deal with, whether it be, trying to do the right promotion for a track or trying to get something sounding right, and it's nice to lay back, be like, hey, bro, just what do you think of this? And if you sometimes like the opposite of what Jules is saying, sometimes it's positive, like, bro, that's ready, and that'll just be the confirmation and reassurance that you need to all right, go ahead. This one might be ready, you know.
Word up. Free Code 45. Yeah, just individually as a creator, what I do is I typically try to hear my voice as an instrument on the track and try to meld with the music in the best way possible. Sometimes I try to translate the beat if that makes sense. The producer might have a song that has a certain title, and in my mind that's where he was at in the time when he created, or at least when he named it. And so I try to match that vibe. So it's a lot of like trying to be complimentary or contrasting on the tracks for me as an individual creator. And then in terms of as a team member, uh, I'm a little bit more experienced than some of the other guys on the team. So I kind of operate in a leadership capacity. And so for me as a leader, it's great to see everybody on the squad thriving in the way that they are, and they're very coachable and open to advice. But a lot of times I don't gotta tell these guys nothing, man. They're self starters, and everybody goes hard in the paint in their own way.
Yeah, I can totally hear that. So yeah, yeah, your voice definitely like I was listening in and it really did match like the beats and like yeah, it really felt like really mixed in like just so well and like yeah. I don't know if y'all like introduced yourselves with your names yet. I don't.
Oh
Did you
shit,
do that? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm KO, aka kinda odd.
I go by Jules Burn. It's pretty similar to my real name.
Henny Holyfield, People's Champ. Yeah.
And I go by Skurge, the abundant blessing. We are Skylit Music. Make sure you check us out online on IG, or we're at Skylit Music. And look up all the guys, man. Everybody has YouTube channels, and they're really kind of like their own solar system within themselves.
I guess for like performances and SAC, like what's the yeah, where do you guys perform and like what's the scene like? Where is it going and like what was it like in the history? Yeah, it's definitely changed a lot in SAC. So
And we try to perform all over, wherever the opportunity presents itself. But one of our go-to venues is definitely Uptown Takeout. Uh, that's a shout out our boys over there. You know, they're all about the hip hop scene, and so every other Friday, we're down there doing this event called Uptown Vibes, where we showcase local artists from the area and even people outside of Sacramento to come and you know, showcase some of their music. And it's a real good time. You know, we got bomb ass barbecue there. You know, great live music, and just great vibes, man. Definitely.
Yeah, another venue that we perform at here and there is it's called Idle Hour. Shout out to my guy, Just Loyal, courtesy of him. But you know, the pandemic situation definitely made it to where you know, not as many venues are doing live performances. So we happen to be tapped into a couple of the ones that are. But you know, as things open back up, you know, we were more than ready to perform anywhere. But yeah, Sacramento used to have a whole lot of hip hop going on. You know, it's changed, but I have no doubt in my mind that it'll come back full circle.
Next question.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Let's see. I guess yeah. I guess we could talk about like inspirations right now and like yeah, I guess like who do you look up to and like yeah, and how is like stylistically like your music like I feel like that'd be cool to just hear more about like individually and like yeah, in terms of like sampling and yeah, and like lyrics, but yeah, I don't know.
All right, musical inspirations. They kind of all come from my dad, and it was mostly it was that for some reason I latched onto the hip hop like early. You know, I think it was just because I like rhythmic stuff. And I play the drums too, so hip hop's more like rhythmic as a form of music. And so stuff he played was like political shit. So it was like the coup, and it was like Spearhead, and these are like kind of underground hip hop, kind of funk, kind of different types of groups. But what else? I don't know. I listened to Nelly when I was super young. Like Country Grammar was like the first song I ever memorized. Like when I was like, I don't even know when that came out. I was like in elementary school or something, like fifth grade. But yeah, I don't know. It was like political stuff. Beastie Boys, like Rage Against the Machine. It was all that stuff. And so my stuff's kind of aggressive, I feel like, just because of that. But yeah, those are mine.
Influences. Two of my earliest influence, I would have to say, are MC Hammer and Heavy D. And that's because you know, it's obvious those dudes was having fun when they were performing. You know, it's a lot of just real serious music, and ain't nothing wrong with that because that's the lifestyle that they lead. But music should be inviting, and I think that they executed that perfectly, and that's where I get that in my style. You know, just to enjoy myself while I'm having it, and make sure that the crowd knows that I am enjoying myself. But other influences, Tupac, Eminem, Outkast, just lyricists, people that has something to say, a story to tell, in their own creative way, and they were passionate about it. So definitely look to them for inspiration and motivation. But also my team now, just recently, I listen to a lot of them just because there's so many different styles, and you can learn something from each individual on the team, just something that's you might not be doing and want to incorporate into your style. But that's definitely where my motivation is right now. What was the other question?
Yeah, I guess just
My style.
Yeah, because y'all have definitely like different styles. I think that was like the coolest part was like seeing all the range of like your vocals and like even like singing. That was hella cool, and yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, I would say my style is just I try to be lyrical as much as I can. I like putting words together different ways and playing with melodies and stuff like that. But more recently, I've just been on a positive vibe. Just because I appreciate things more, like I had said earlier, and then because my children listen to my music now, so I want them to be able to listen and sing along without, having to mute or anything like that, But
Yeah.
and also to push that out into the world because of where we're at with the world right now. It's a lot of negativity, so I'm just trying to shine some light in the darkness.
Yeah, definitely felt that.
Yeah, man. In terms of style, man, I definitely. It's just really, really fun. It's something music is something I've done for a very long time, and so in terms of my sound, it's just fun music, really. You know what I mean? Inspirations though, man, I guess in terms of hip hop, I can always say, Naughty by Nature, and my next go to would be Currency. Honestly, Currency's a consistent artist who I've listened to for as long as I started rapping, and so I got a big influence from him. And then I started from a punk rock background, and so I was always a huge like early Green Day fan, 39th and Smooth, Plunk, or whatnot. And so I try to incorporate a little bit of that kind of like punk pop sound into some of my songs as well. And so I love playing with melodies or what have you. So yeah.
Word. Yeah, right now I'm listening to Khruangbin out of Austin, I believe. Baby Keem and Nas. I'm still listening to Nas. And so if I was to tell you like some of my influences, I'd have to look at some firsts, right? So the first album I bought was Slick Rick and EPMD. And then the first concert I went to was a Snoop Dogg concert. You know what I'm saying? And so I look at all of those individuals. They're kind of like the bar that I measure my artistry to. And also, like Henny said, like the team, like I tell Jules Burn all the time, bro, you be rapping. Like I think I'm rapping, and then like, bro, you say some shit that I would never think to say. You know what I'm saying? And so these guys, they keep me sharp, keep me on my toes as well. And shout out to Code 45 and 5150. Those are our in-house producers. The instrumentals that they create, they give us like a sound bed or almost like if not a canvas, like a rough cut of stone to chisel out, and you can see like the dopeness in the block of stone that they give you and just carve out your own personal masterpiece. So shout out to the producers out there, because without them, there is no us.
Yeah, the production is amazing. Like that was every track I was
Free Code 45.
yeah. Dang, yeah. I will definitely, you can see all of their socials and like where they post their music. We'll put that out on the YouTube. And yeah, super cool. Yeah, those are a lot of my inspirations too. And with like Goody Mob and like
Hey.
Dilated Peoples.
Hey, okay.
Yeah. No, I spend a lot of time in the back in the section with the hip hop, so
Yeah,
there's a lot.
you're surrounded by gold.
Yeah, no, I used to just like grab like random ones, and like they would just like always be good. Especially like once I stopped like finding stuff that I knew, I was like, all right, like there's
That's
just so
dope.
much.
That's
like,
dope.
It's crazy, like acrobatic. Yeah, there's like so much over there.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just need to get that out.
Keep going. No.
But yeah, man, you can find all of our music, like Skurge was saying, on all platforms, really. Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, Ask Jeeves. That last one was a joke, but yeah, man. Yeah, I just dropped a single called "This Cloud," which was the first song that I opened up with during the performance, and then we got some special things in the works right now. I got another single in the works to start the year off with the Gatlin, the song called "Circus," produced by my boy Audiology. So shout out to him for that too, and also me and my boy Jules Burn. We got a mixtape coming out soon. Great Face for Radio, so be on the lookout for that one as well. That's also very, very fun fun project that we're doing.
I just released a group album last Friday. 316 is the name of my group. Name of the record is That's a Rap, R-A-P. And yeah, it's available on all digital platforms. That's what I'm currently promoting. But I have a bunch of different other projects that I'm currently working on. Also, my big cousin Alizé Ali. We got this Ali and Holyfield project that we're halfway done with, so you can expect that early next year. We're dropping a video on New Year's Eve, actually, off that project. And then just go back in time, check out Nostalgic. I dropped that in June. And then Clocked In, I dropped that last year. You know what I'm saying? 2 quality albums. But yeah, Henny Holyfield on everything. Also do a radio show every Sunday night Top Shelf Radio. I play nothing but local and underground hip hop, R&B. I mean, any genre that comes my way, I'm willing to play. But I just want to give a voice to the ones that might not be heard otherwise.
So what was the question? Oh, what are we promoting?
Yeah.
I got an album out. It's called Perfect. I'm very proud of it. It's on all the platforms. You can find it everywhere, and it'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. It'll make you question your own existence, why you're here on this spinning rock. But yeah, that's what I like. I put out a single recently called Smoke Mid. It's about smoking mid-grade weed and still enjoying it, And that's a happy song, and it's a fun song, I guess. I just made it because it's fun to perform. But yeah, we got a couple Skylit studio albums out as well. There's like 3 or 4 or 5 out. Those are out there on type in Skylit music. You'll find all those. There's a bunch of hidden gems all throughout there with other people we worked with. We've worked with hundreds of artists, at least, have come through the studio. So go look for those too, yeah.
Do we want any words? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have a single coming out on the 17th called I Want In, and that's the last song that I performed here today. And so, yeah, I definitely want people to check that out. I don't know if you caught a vibe off of that, but when I wrote it, I might have shed like a little thug tear. You know what I'm saying? And those are the songs that I write that I'm like, okay, that's one of those ones for me, because it resonates with me deeply. You know what I'm saying? I love performing it every time, and just want people to check for that. And also look for some of the other team members that weren't able to make it today. They do have projects out, like Apollo Cuts released a project called Tea and Weed. Dope. He did videos for every song on there. Accomplished skateboarder and dope rapper himself. And also Cartier Cody, who couldn't make it today. He just dropped one as well. So yeah, shout out to the squad.
Nice, thanks. Do we want any words from Big Sammy?
Shout out to Big Sammy.
Yeah, shout out to Big
You know
Sammy.
what I mean? He set it off for us today in real official fashion.
Yeah. All right. Wednesday, 10 to midnight. Got the truck stop.
I want to thank everybody for coming. That's it.
All right, cool. Thank you. Yeah.